Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. P. Last week we read Judy, Moody, and Friends. Judy, Moody, and the Tooth Fairy. So we are going to see what happens with Chapter 2. So she's looking probably in the bathroom mirror at her tooth. Chapter 2. Open wide and say stink. Judy wiggled her front tooth. Nothing. She wiggled her bottom tooth. Zip. She wiggled all the baby teeth she had left. Zilch. Not one wiggle. Her teeth were stuck like glue. Bingo. Judy knew somebody who always had a loose tooth, and that somebody just happened to be her little brother Stink. Open wide and say, "Ah, Stink," said Dr. Judy. Ah. Judy shined her flashlight in Stink's mouth. You have a loose tooth, all right. It's been driving me crazy, said Stink. Yep, it's time to get that bad boy out of there. Stink snapped his mouth shut. No way are we pulling my tooth out. Too scary. But it's a baby tooth, Stink. Only babies have baby teeth. I'm not a baby, said Stink. That's my shark tooth. See? My new tooth is growing in behind it, so I have 2 rows of teeth just like a shark. He made a shark face and clacked his teeth open and shut. She, Judy Moody, had an idea. A throw your tooth on the roof. Great idea. Hey, how about a snack, Stink? Judy asked. They ran down to the kitchen. Apple, dill pickle, granola bar. Judy got out all the crunchy food she could find. Half an apple, 2 bites of pickle, and 1 granola bar later, Stink's tooth held on tight. I know. Let's make snow cones. Judy got out her snow cone maker and added ice. Presto, in no time, Stink was chomping on a nice icy snow cone. But even a nice icy snow cone did not do the trick. She is just puzzled. I don't think a granola bar was going to do it, though, anyway. Maybe a sneeze would work. Judy sprinkled some pepper in her hand and blew it at Stink. No. Achoo! Stink sneezed louder than a hippo, but his tooth held on tight. Maybe if Stink brushed his teeth. Your breath smells like a vampire bat. Judy held out Stink's sharp toothbrush. Stink brushed his teeth. How about now? He asked, vampire breathing on Judy. Still batty, said Judy. Stink brushed his teeth a total of 3 times, but his tooth held on tight. Hey, look, he's got a shark toothbrush. After that, Judy tried to make Stink laugh. Maybe if he laughed hard enough, his tooth would fall out. Stink, why did the vampire brush his teeth 3 times? Because he had a loose tooth? No, to prevent bat breath. Did you know that 100 vampire bats can drink the blood of 25 cows in 1 year? You were supposed to laugh, Stink. Oh, hardy har har. What time should you go to the dentist? Stink touched his loose tooth. I have to go to the dentist? It's a joke, Stink. Oh, I don't know. What time? Tooth hurty. Tooth hurty? 2:30. I get it. And he let out a laugh, but his tooth held on tight. I don't think she's going to get that tooth, do you? She, Judy Moody, would just have to scare that loose tooth right out of him. Judy hid behind the fridge, and as soon as Stink walked by, she popped out and... That's only supposed to be for hiccups. Boo! Ah! Yelled Stink. Let's see if I scared the loose tooth out of you, said Judy. She's starting to look a little bit scary, huh? But scaring Stink just gave him the hiccups. Stink said, showing all his loose teeth. Rats and double rats. That loose tooth was sure a hanger-oner. Judy had to think of a way to convince Stink to lose that tooth. Cha-ching! All of a sudden, she knew just what to do. Hey, Stink, you know how you want a lottery ticket? If I can save $5, I can get Dad to buy me a scratch ticket with money bags on it. You scratch the money bags to find out how much moolah you win. Think about it, Stink. If you lose your tooth, you can put it under your pillow, and the tooth fairy will bring you lots of money. Stink's face lit up. But the going rate for the tooth fairy is only $3.70. That's not enough. You'll be $3.70 richer than you are now. That's a lot closer to $5 than no dollars. I'm in, said Stink, but I'm still not letting you pull my tooth. How about the old string on the doorknob trick? You tie one end of the string around your tooth and the other end around the doorknob, and then slam-o! No way, said Stink. Wait just a dill pickle minute. Judy had an even better idea. Before you could say remote-controlled supersonic speedboat racer, Judy filled the bathtub with water. She tied one end of a piece of dental floss to Stink's tooth and the other end to his bathtub boat toy. Ready, Freddie? Judy asked. Ready as I'll ever be, said Stink. Motorboat, motorboat, go so fast. Motorboat, motorboat, step on the gas. And Judy turned the dial. The boat sailed around and around the bathtub, and Judy revved up the engine, and the boat zoomed faster and faster until... Yoink! Out popped Stink's tooth. Stink's eyes bugged out. He stuck his tongue in the hole where his tooth had been. He grinned ear to ear, and Judy held up Stink's tooth. What did the loose tooth say to the second grader? I don't know, what? Nothing. They had a falling out, and Judy and Stink laughed their heads off. Which brings us to Chapter 3. And we'll stop for right now. Next week.